And imperialism is I regard it as a disease. I call it the disease of cannibalism, because in imperialism, people think that they have the right to consume not only the resources of other people, but their lives as well. And one of the characteristics of this kind of cannibalism, or I call it the wetiko psychosis, from a Cree Indian word meaning a cannibal disease. The wetiko disease, it's a psychological and cultural disease. One of the characteristics is that it brutalizes people, because as a part of imperialism, well, the thing that keeps empires going is that you have to terrorize the people you're going to control. I mean, you don't get to steal their resources just by asking. You know, you've got to take it by force, and then you have to create a reign of terror in order to maintain that system. So people become brutalized as a part of that. And after you've gone through quite a few of them, then it becomes a part of your culture, and the disease takes you into its clutches, so that the Europeans, particularly by the 1400s and 1500s, the northern Europeans, had learned to become Romans. And they like to even call themselves Romans. The Germans. Meaning building an empire and ruling over others. In other words, if you read a lot of histories in the past, you will find that the French are very proud of the French Empire. All the areas ruled by the French flag. The British are proud of the British Empire. The Italians want an empire. The Germans want their empire. The Russians want an empire. This is the way you make yourself into big shots, right? And people think you're powerful and you're successful, is because you are messing with other people's lives, right? So the concept of doing evil becomes, instead of being evil, it becomes the ambition of your society to do that. And along with that, of course, is the economic motive, or what we might call greed, although it's done not only for economics, it's done also for other illusions of grandeur and that kind of thing, which are psychological. But the economic motive of getting other people's wealth is the real springboard. So, in other words, you have a people who are more greedy, they're more avaricious, and they have definite plans and schemes of building empires. And that makes them very different from most native people. Maybe not all, but from most.